OpenAI not keying in and including Microsoft on their decision to fire Sam, then the whirlwind of that, OpenAI noticing that Microsoft is starting their own lab after that. So from OpenAI's perspective, it's like, okay, you're starting your own lab. Like, what's going on here? From Microsoft's perspective, it's, hey, we don't have control of this key differentiating investment that we've made over these years. We can't have that. We're too big of a company to be relying on a startup. So from there, they start going down their own paths after that. OpenAI is frustrated with the lack of compute. And so they're pushing to change the contract and do this negotiation of the Stargate, which they do. And Microsoft agrees because they weren't going to commit to something like that. And then there was the other part of the problem with OpenAI servicing their clients prior with Codex. So Codex was a direct competitor of Microsoft's Copilot, which is odd. You're competing with your best friend and not in a friendly way. So they're one-to-one products to where you can switch out the other and then you'd be able to do something functionally the same. Copilot, I think always has a bad rap. I'm not sure how the model was optimized, but if you use OpenAI's model for coding and then use Copilot's model for coding, I feel like OpenAI's model is better, even though they potentially are the same model, which confuses me. I don't necessarily understand the black magicry behind the scenes that's happening. I'm not sure, but I do know that they're not as good for some reason. Hopefully that changes over time, but now there's this head-to-head rivalry on compute, on models. It's interesting. So now Microsoft is now in the race, which is different. They have exclusive rights to the technology where they have access until 2032. When I say exclusive rights, what I mean is like they can look under the hood, the IP. And so now that they're in the race, this is going to be even more interesting because now Microsoft has MAI, OpenAI has their own thing, Anthropic has their own thing, Google has their own thing, AWS is their own thing that they're building out, but their first models are really towards customers and making the most out of Amazon and Alexa and their devices.